Hey guys, we are to phase 2. Monday is all about legs and abs. So your first superset is going to be lunges. Beginners, you'll grab some dumbbells at each side, stay stationary. It'll be 20 each leg, so if that feels like too much, then you can always ditch the weight. You're sticking with the stationary lunges. On the intermediate and advanced side, you're going to go to the Smith machine. Intermediate, you don't have to place this step here, and if you're doing it at home, just do the stationary lunges with dumbbells instead of the Smith machine. If you're at the gym, you want to do the Smith machine. If you're on the advanced side, you're going to place a step and elevate the front foot, and it'll just be a lunge, regular lunge. So 1B on each of these is just a pulse lunge. So beginners, you can make it all body weight. Same with intermediate, advanced, stay with the Smith machine, and you'll just pulse each leg. And then we'll move to 2. A is a squat. So beginners, just stick with body weight. Here, you can modify it by just not going down as far. Again, really focus on sitting more into the heels and keeping your chest up with that squat. When you're ready, you can grab a dumbbell. This would be for intermediate and advanced. Okay, you want to hold that dumbbell close to your chest. If you bring it out this way, then it causes you to dip more to the floor and put strain on your lower back. So hug that weight to your chest. The only difference between intermediate and advanced is just a lower position. So advanced, I want you to try to get into that deep squat. And then you'll, on each of those, you will pulse, or if you want to advance it, you can do jumps. Same with that lunge that we did right before the squats. You can advance it, and instead of pulsing it, you can jump there as well. If you're doing the weighted on either of those, I always say stick with like 2, 3, 4 pounds, no more than that, especially with the high reps. 3 is a split squat. So back leg is up. Okay, keep your body up rather than leaning forward on this. And if it's too much for the back foot to be up that far, you can place just something low so that you're just barely above the ground on the beginner side of that. You can advance that by grabbing dumbbells and holding one each to your side. On the advanced side, you're going to come overhead with the weight. So you'll be here. And then at the end, on the second part of this, you'll just pulse that split squat. At any time you can ditch the weight on those. It is a tougher move, especially on that front leg that's on the floor. So ditch the weight if you need to. 4, for beginners, it's a side shuffle. So you'll just side shuffle until you get to 20. On an intermediate and advanced, you're going to do what's called a harpy. Intermediates, if you're at home and don't have anything to do the harpy with, then you can do the side shuffle as well. Otherwise, you'll lean over the bench and you'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 20. 4B is a sumo squat. So one weight in the center. You want the wide position, wider than your hip width, toes turned out to the corners for this one. On the advanced side, the only difference is you'll add a pulse at the bottom. And then you'll move to abs. You'll start with a plank. If you need to modify the plank, beginners, you'll be here on your knees rather than up on your toes. Pull the shoulders back and down. Pull the abs nice and tight. Keep your butt tight, keep your legs tight through that. The next one is a plank spider. The beginner side, you'll stay on your knees and just bring one knee up as close to your elbow as possible. On the intermediate and advanced, you'll be up on your toes. Then you'll move to crunches, which should be very familiar. Remember to keep that lower back to the mat so you can keep your abs flexed and engaged the entire time through the crunch, or you can advance it to sit-ups. The last one is legless. So you want to place your hand just slightly under your hips. On the beginner side, just stick with one leg at a time. You can keep your head rested. You can advance it by lifting the head and shoulders off the mat and doubling the legs. You don't want to arch that back off the mat as you come to this low position. So only come down as far as you can stay controlled without arching that back, that lower back off of the mat. And there's Monday's phase 2.